Hello, spiritual seekers. All right. So I'm LindaCrea, C-R-E-A, and LindaCrea.com. You can find me on and Embrace Your Spiritual Side for my meetup group and my Facebook group. So anyway, we have a pressing problem. Okay, what is one of the most difficult things that we do or can't do in a bedroom? Okay, what do we have trouble with doing in a bedroom? Sleep. That's right. This is a family show today. So, a lot of people have problems sleeping, and animals and people. We are all on our own biological time clocks, and day and night. And night we're supposed to sleep and recharge our psyches, our bodies, our minds, our energy. We need that rest. Most humans need between I would say 6 and 10, depending on your age, hours of sleep a night. Really, our youth could use 10. And adults, everybody's biological clock is different. So, anyway, I'm here to serve you up some ways in which you can find better sleep. All right, and some of you there's two little tiers of sleep. So one may be you can't get to sleep first thing whenever you want to, and second is you get woken up in the middle of the night and don't know what to do. So I might be able to offer you some tips for both of them. So as your self-awareness coach, YSA, okay, you have to dig into your self-awareness. Okay, and possibly there's reasons why you're not getting to sleep, and making this change, all right, takes a commitment from you. You can't just watch a video and say, oh, that's cool, those are great tips, and then not apply them. Okay, it's up to you to make the commitment to make the changes in your life a routine, because maybe you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, so you've been having bad sleep for all those years. Just because you hear something does not mean it's going to help you sleep better day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, lifestyle changes. So I'm going to give you some now. And they begin with going in and starting your evening with the proper tuning yourself up for your new sleep patterns. So it will begin with what you ingest. Okay, so are you eating sugar or spicy foods? Caffeine late in the day. After 6, I'd say, would be the time where you want to cut that out and go to more bland foods. That'll help you a lot. So what you're eating, what you're observing, so all of your senses. So if you're watching TV that cranks you up inside, get you anxious, that's opposing sleep. So it's not going to help you. So try and, replay those tomorrow during the day, because we love that kind of, interesting stuff, but we can't handle it at night and then try and go to sleep. It clashes. They're too opposing. So more settled things after 6, 7, 8, 3 hours before you're ready to go to bed. Proper bedtime would be around 10 o'clock to 6 or 7 in the morning for adults is really what your body needs. Everyone's different. I don't do that. I'm an 11:30 to 7 sleeper. So everyone has their different hours that they need. And then, so now we have our food and we have our mindset. How many people brag about they can't sleep? Okay, for your self-awareness, be aware of the words you're speaking. That's a huge one. All right, my family, we're good sleepers. My kids were the perfect nappers, and they slept, they slept fine and everything. So we're still, to this day, I can sleep whenever I want to. But again, that's because of conditioning to meditation helped that even more. So once you learn how to meditate, you learn how to go within and relax quickly. So a good meditation practice will help. And once again, affirming that you're a good sleeper. It's not going to change overnight. If you've been saying, I can't sleep, my whole family can't sleep, you're not going to sleep. It's a law of attraction, okay? What you put out of that mouth hits your hands and comes back at you. That's your mirrors. So those affirmations are really, really powerful. Really powerful. So your affirmations, you're affirming, I'm a good sleeper. I love to sleep. Sleep is feeding my body and my cells feel better. Everything feels better when I get a good night's sleep. Angels help me. God help me. Universe help me. Hover over me and comfort me and get me into that restful state of mind. Okay, in your 21 days where you're practicing this, making perfect, wear soothing colors. Even wear pink or light green, no reds and no yellows. Those are conducive to, the stressor hormones, and they will actually give you hypertension. So, and that would be your heart chakra is pink or green. If a baby on a plane is crying, you want to actually send that infant pink streamers instead of mad and glaring at him and being mad at the parents. Send the baby some love, and you might even notice the baby calming down. You can do it to yourself too, okay? That's the energetic work I do and I teach, so honor that. So put pink all over yourself, soothing colors. Even if you're a male, that's going to give you the mindset of relaxation, okay? Then your self-awareness, bring it to your actual physical body, okay? And on my CD, The Mixing Bowl, I think it's segment 2, I actually take you through a meditation, and there's 10 parts on it, and there's a couple real soothing parts in there. The forgiveness section, 8, is just amazing. It's a dream. And 2 and 9 are meditations where it actually tells you to relax your forehead, your eyebrows, relax your cheeks, relax your chin, relax your shoulders, relax your torso. Everything, it just drops you down, okay? And that's releasing stress. So if you actually lay in bed and relax the body, because once you start to do it, you'll do it now and then, and you'll just relax your face. And you'll go, wow, I didn't realize I was tensing up like that so much. So that's a good way. Relax your body parts, physical body parts. And that takes energy to think of it and do it. Okay? So every time you sit for a meditation, you really clear your space, intend for that to happen. So intend for sleep and relaxation, and then you have to do your part. Another thing is your space dark enough if you're not getting good sleep? The blue light messes up your melatonin, which you need that in order to get a good night's rest. So if you don't get any, if you're sleeping in too much light going on in your room, the blue light's the worst, red light's not great, but keep all your cell phones off, computers off, out of the bedroom if possible. And even your alarm clock, you look at that red light, make sure it's not blue, because that's really going to mess up with your sleep. So keep your shades down and your room as dark as possible, okay? Before you go to bed an hour, don't watch the TV. Read magazines, books, talk with a friend on the phone, listen to soothing music, and again, don't have it on your phone right next to your head. Just keep it away a little bit. Have it a little in the distance, okay? So if you need a white light noise, a fan or something, by all means do it. If you need to have a tone, like what do they call it? Binaural beats, put them, in your ears and do something soothing, okay? 432 megahertz is the megahertz that is most relaxing. People find most relaxing. Nothing's for everyone. You might like the sound of waterfall or Tibetan singing bowls or waterfalls, the ocean. something very soothing. The harp, who knows what makes you feel relaxed, but in your self-awareness during your day, think of what makes you relax. Thinking of your grandkids or your kids or hugging a baby. Do you sleep with your pet? Does that make you sleep better or worse? Be honest. If that cat on your head every night keeps you awake, you know, good try to remedy that. So there's a lot of reasons why we don't sleep well, that we can use your self-awareness and be honest. Is somebody snoring keeping you up? All right. Once again, there's a lot of pillows that can actually raise their head when they start to snore, beds that will do that, get on their side so they don't keep you awake. Sleep is so important, and it really does hurt relationships. So if there's things you can do to remedy those things, you know, then everything's going to be going on all right in the bedroom. Yay! So think of happy thoughts at night. Think of funny and laughter. That releases the good hormones, the love hormones, oxytocin, and that will help you sleep. Being in a better frame of mind. Another big thing is your mind is on monkey mind. You're one of those that thinks of all these things they have to do or the problems today that you have to face tomorrow. And we all have our list, okay? So write the list down. This is a good trick I do. Keep a good list. And then when your mind goes to an item you know is on the list, you go, mind, higher self, erase that and think of back into the lovely things because it's on your list. So it's a waste of time to be battling that at that time when you're trying to sleep. Okay? So that's a big one. That's most of I would say that's the biggest part of the problem. When you're trying to go to sleep, you're just so wound up with the day's goings on that you can't get your sleep that you need. So what's more important? Your list that you're going to do tomorrow? You can't do it at night. Okay? I know there are some manifestors, including youths in my life, that actually have come across the idea, and it makes sense, that you manifest your next day's progress in the middle of the night. So, and if that's okay, if you can put that on and say, you know, help me figure out the plan for tomorrow while I'm sleeping, and then the ideas come to you, you know, honor that. But, when I get ideas in the middle of the night, I say, can you just tell me I'm going to get tomorrow? You know, or I'll write it down and then just release it, go right back to sleep. But it's how much you can handle and how much you will on yourself. You do have control. Okay? So with that heart chakra open, and sleep problems are your third eye problem. So you may have a block, or your third eye may not be open, because that's your dreamer. I always say it's your dreamer. It's what you want. It's what you want. It's just bring it to me what I want. Imagine it and you will become it. So again, we affirm we want the good sleep, and then if we can't sleep, we may not have our third eye open. The sixth chakra may not be working properly. So they may be valid problems, but if we pay attention to our third eye and ask it to open and to relax and to settle in and see that purple from there, that might assist in a good sleep and to calm and relax all tensions throughout. So it's like a meditative state. Okay, another tip is lavender essential oils. You can do the mist in the room. You can, put drops under your pillow even, or just lavender. Lavender is a good way to relax. Okay, really read a book, do something that makes you joyful and happy. Pink heart chakra. When you go to your bed, is your bed a place of peacefulness or anxiety? Okay, if you look at the bed and you say, oh, those comforter is the most soft thing, my bed is the most comfortable thing, my pillows are the most comfortable thing, you get in love with your pillows. Okay, hug them and be so appreciative that you get this time alone. Okay, enjoy your time in that bed instead of making it your enemy. Really, because it's the only time during the day where you're in control of everything. Actually, you are. And you get some peace and some rest. And then the next day you feel supercharged. It's so worth having a good night's sleep. I'm a good sleeper, so I get that. Also, use your sleep time to conscientiously put love into any aches or pains in your body, okay? It's a time of healing and loving energy. It shouldn't be your enemy. So if you need to do the more conscious training on your mindset to relax into it, you know, I'm even here for consultations on that sort of thing. All right. Another way is there's actually pressure points on your body that will help. That will help with settling yourself into sleep. And it is putting your thumbs on your temple and resting and just rubbing them gently, the little divots on the side. And even if you do your thumbs, and I know it's awkward when you're trying to lay down and do it, but if you just do it or have someone near you do it, it could help with migraines, hypertension. And there's also another point, the divot between the base of your skull behind your head too. That's another point of relaxation. Okay? So those are actual pressure points that will assist in relaxation, because that's what we're looking for here. That's why we're ditching all the things that are going to cause us anxiety. Foods, bad news, and literally news, and sports if they're going to upset you and tick you off, okay? I know a lot of sports fans like that. They go over the edge in anger, and you know, that's fine. You can vent out, but don't do it before 5 or 6 in the day, okay? Tape your shows. Sorry, you won't watch them live, but you can trick yourself into thinking they're live, okay? But this is really going to help your life. What else do we got? In the middle of the night, if you wake up, okay? I learned this doing La Leche, breastfeeding the kids. So we'd all go to our class, and, you know, when I was learning, you know, half the problems the moms had was they'd notice every single time that kid woke up to nurse. And it was like every hour or every 2 hours. So we would look at the clock and we would be in anguish we'd all remember what time. Oh, this time and this time. And we were almost like, again, with that affirming, we're bad sleepers. We were affirming how many times we got, but it was the truth. So what we learned to do was, don't look at the clock. And then it did seem like it wasn't so many times. It probably was the same amount of times we were woken up, but it really seemed like it wasn't. So there was some truth in that. I experienced some truth in that. So that's always a blessing. If other people are waking you up, okay? More mindset. So if people are making noises or disturb you and you get all angry at them, again, you're causing the tension, and then somehow you have to reduce it to go back to sleep. So just be conscious of how you react to things, because that has a big impact in it. And that's in our day and our night. How aggravated we get on that scale over things that are happening is going to cause us stress, anxiety, which is going to lead to all sorts of other illnesses. And yeah, sleep problems too. Okay? Because we need to reduce that in order to relax and be calm and be in love with our beds and our covers. Okay? So if we get mad at somebody that snores, it's not going to help us. Just try and remedy the problem. Have them sleep in a different room if it's that bad. Okay, and another thing I do, if I get up in the middle of the night and my little monkey mind goes, again, if it's important and it's not on my list, I'll actually have the paper, write down the list, and sometimes I write down dreams too, so I do keep paper near me. Write it down, and then say, okay, it's on the list, let me go back to sleep again, thank you. Done. And then you settle back into your lovely sleeping place. Okay, the sudden noises too, the neighbors' cars, doors and stuff. Somebody gets up for 4 a.m. every morning and they slam their door and you get cranky at it, just say, hey, it's just them. Let it roll off. Okay, that's why we meditate in the first place, because it brings us into ourselves so we can get this calm clarity in ourselves so we don't get all cranky over every little detail of our lives. We actually just honor it for what it is and go back into what makes us happy. So all of those things are very, very good tips. The food, the emotional state of well-being, the hours we need to sleep, they all make very good sense, literally. And the affirmations, start with that. Start saying, I'm a good sleeper. You're gonna sound like you're lying to yourself at first, right? Which is a bunch of crap to lie to yourself. But this is the deal. Go ahead and do it for a couple days. And it's gonna become your reality. But it's gonna take work from you. It's gonna take work, and it's gonna take commitment to honor these. And if some work and then some don't, you know, the ones that work are gonna keep them for life. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you with that for now. And you know, blessings. And I really hope some of these items work for you. And use your chakras and play with all of this. Keep that soft pink energy all around you, and your loved ones, and your kids if they're the ones who are waking you up. Just put it all over your house. Okay, that's the energetic healing way to relax everything and to get in that loving, happy state for a good night's sleep. Okay, God bless you, and may everything go well in your bedroom from now on. All right.